As the COVID cases surge again, some worry how it will impact veterans' mental health. Our Jess Arnold spoke with 2 vets to get some insight.
As we each figure out ways to thank veterans for their service, I wanted to check in and see how they're doing during the pandemic. I spoke with 2 Army veterans, one who's dealt with PTSD after getting injured in Afghanistan, and the other who now heads the Wounded Warrior Project, about the toll that COVID-19 has taken on the veteran community.
Things are rocky, but things are rocky for everybody. Days are great, days are good, days are fair.
Army veteran Helen Stowe says days have been tough since she left the service 8 years ago after being seriously injured in Afghanistan. She still grapples with her PTSD.
And I kind of lost my purpose. What do you do after you've been in the military for so long, and where do you go?
She found solace in her service dog Astro, who she says stopped her from taking her own life years ago.
I may feel like at that time it's just as much as I can handle. He's even there to say, hey, we got this.
And while Stowe, a self-proclaimed introvert, says she's been okay during the pandemic, the Wounded Warriors Project says thousands of veterans are really struggling. What toll has it taken? The project surveyed 30,000 vets this spring and discovered that 52% said their mental health was worse because of the pandemic. Nearly half said their physical health was worse, and 61% said they felt disconnected from family and friends.
When COVID shuttled that down, it really created kind of a perfect storm that really threatened the mental health of all of our warriors that we serve. Financial stress has also added to that.
Mike Lennington recently retired as a 3-star lieutenant general after serving in the Army for 35 years. Now, he heads the Wounded Warriors Project, which he says quickly pivoted to virtual programs when COVID hit to continue helping the 185,000 vets they serve.
And I think on Veterans Day in particular, that would be a good day to find veterans in the community that perhaps are isolating, not well integrated back into their communities. Just reach out, call, find out where they need help.
Helping other vets is what has given Stowe that purpose she was searching for.
And I think that's when we're all feeling good, when we're doing something for, somebody that might be thinking about checking out.
Lennington told me he has 3 pieces of advice for vets who are struggling with their mental health. Treatment works, so seek it out. You're not alone. And once you're in the programs and start healing, you can help others heal too. Bruce.